Hey guys, this project I'm fixing to show you here is a big retainer wall we did a year and a half or so ago. The tieback released for some reason. The landscape architect called me and said it looked like he had a little bit of settling on the backside. Travertine pavers were kind of all over the place. So I went over to take a look at it, and yeah, the rod was not holding, the tieback rod. So I've got a video here exactly what we did, how to remedy it and fix it, and exactly what the cause of it was too. Well, we got a little repair to do over here. Not quite sure what's going on, but this tieback anchor here has given way. There's several things that could happen. The man ray could have broke, which I've never seen, or it could have not been screwed properly into the man ray, or the coupling that connects these two rods together, because we went back, I believe, 24 foot on this, wasn't installed properly, which I don't understand, because we pulled on the rod with the tractor. We also tightened it up with a big impact gun. So why all of a sudden now, after a year, that there's no, we can't get an attention on it? We came over here to tighten all the rods up, and this one here just kept spinning. So what we got to do, we got the wall blocked out here. We're going to have to cut a little hole right here where we can get this rod pulled out, see what's going on, if it's even connected to the man ray, which I'm sure it's not, because it's moving out fairly easy. And then we'll have the hole just big enough that we can get another man ray back in there. Then we'll have to drive this all in manually right here, which will be a lot of fun. But we'll get it taken care of and get it re-secured. Well, we got the rod out, threaded it out, see what happened, and it looks like it was just unscrewed from the coupling nut. And what typically causes that is somebody tightening the nut and then backing the nut off, or either going to tighten the nut and having the gun in the wrong direction, and the rod locking up in the nut and spinning the rod out of the coupling nut. So this is a big deal. I don't see anything that's stripped out. A little flat there, not too bad, but it's probably just human error. So what we're doing, we're gonna cut just a little hole in the wall here, get a new man array installed right there. All right, we got our hole cut in here now. Now we're trying to get the man array put in place. You see, we've got to get this rod, this 12-foot rod here, 3/4 rod, type 3/16, threaded into the man array, so we gotta get everything lined up just right. Then we'll let these guys get on a sledgehammer and beat it in place, right?
Yeah.
Actually, a jackhammer. We got an electric jackhammer here. We're going to try it out, which will be a lot of over-the-head jackhammer work. Build some muscles up. Come on forward. I'm going to line that rod up in there right now. Everything's going to be just right. Got everything lined up. Now we're threading it into place. It actually goes in about 2 inches. So we'll put a pipe wrench on, make sure it's locked down there. Then we'll go to drive this down. We got to be careful with this too, because there's a pool behind us, and we're driving underneath the pool. And for whatever reason, they ran the plumbing down deep on this pool, so we got to avoid that plumbing at the same time. All right, we got 12 foot of rod installed, 2 driving rods back already. We just had another driving rod. Putting the jackhammer back up there again. We're gonna go ahead and drive that on in, then we'll run the rod through the pole, put a coupling nut on there. Hopefully it lines up fairly easily, and drive it on back probably another 6 feet. So we'll have about 18 foot of rod behind the wall. I like to always go back further with my tiebacks than the elevation of the wall. Even though we are dropped down in the middle of the wall, we'll go back about 18 foot.
Got it or no? Yeah, we'll switch off then. Go with that.
You ready to take a break?
Yeah. Good?
Yep. Hit it, man, if you're ready. You need...
Or are you gonna have to run up there and hold that?
Yeah. It's probably okay right now the way it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, if y'all want to stay here. Yeah.
Hold my ladder.
No, it's all right.
pipe wrench on that and spin it too if you need to.
Yeah,
It is a
I
little
want to
bit of an
get it
angle, isn't it?
started. Yeah.
Maybe if he holds the rod up some. Can we put that pipe wrench in your bow that down? That crowbar?
Maybe so. Yeah, that's probably what we need.
Okay. Hold on. Your hand to me, I'll do it over here.
Okay. Well,
Oh, move that pipe wrench out of the way. Not enough.
no.
Put that little block of wood right here on the wall.
Yep.
Up underneath right here. Up underneath up underneath this.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
there. I can't think on it. I'm trying to. There you go. You figured me out. Good.
Yep. There we go. Hold on. All right. Hold it there for just a
Looks
second.
pretty good there.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Are you pushing up or down?
I was pushing up.
Let go of it. It didn't do nothing. All
If you
right.
put the pipe, you got to move that. So you can spin the rod, but I guess you got to spin it.
Yeah.
Coupling that back out.
And we didn't bring a freaking crescent wrench, did we?
Yeah, I can get one though.
What about that 1 1/8?
That might be the same. Dang it, man. Let off of it a little bit, Dale. Dang it. Of course not.
Pick up on that rod again, Jacob.
Yes, sir.
There.
Push it to me, Jacob, and then pick up on it. All right.
What do I need to do?
Nothing. I don't think. Come down a hair, Dale.
Just lock that up.
Yeah, it's just not. All right. Let's take this back, Jacob.
And try to spin it in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now come in.
What do I need to do?
Let up. Push up, Jacob. Push down, Dale. All right.
Got your hands on the way. Nobody can see what you're doing.
I know. Let up a little bit, Dale. Push up, Jacob. Now try to spin it like you're screwing it, Jacob.
There you go.
Come on, baby.
Alright, that's tight.
No, it ain't.
Put a pipe wrench on it, maybe. Well, we don't strip it either.
Yeah.
On Jacob's side. Jacob, put it right. Yeah, put it right there.
And this might hit it too.
Popped out, little board did.
All right.
Down
A little bit more. Yeah. What the heck, man?
Hold on.
I hope turn with you with it.
Watch your fingers. Got a lot of pressure on it.
Yeah.
Is it going in or stripping?
I can't tell, Dale, honestly.
Looks like we're screwing in.
Yep.
Good deal.
Nope.
Thank you, Lord.
I think we're good.
Appreciate the help on this one. It's probably gonna be tight, but get her in there nice and tight. Try to butt it to the other rod in there. Just keep on going. And you got about halfway on the existing rod, right? With the coupling?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, you
That's
definitely
it.
got 4 or 5 threads up in there. So
Oh, yeah.
right there. All right. Let's jam her in some more. We're good to go. Get back over that jackhammer. right, on the last drive, it got soft and started really moving. I'm thinking underneath the pool we had a void from when we built it. So now we've added another push rod extension. And Jacob is so excited about driving another one in. So we're gonna try to get this one put back in. May have to couple this, we'll see. Now we don't have the tractor, so we're doing it the old-fashioned way. These things get super hot, so we just grab these rods and pull them back out. And it's not the easiest thing to do because it's buried 20 foot back in the ground. But we got Jacob on it, so there's no problem at all.
Take the snake.
There's another 18 feet right there.
All right, hold on. We're about to hit the end of it, so one more pull and we should be falling out. All right. Yep.
Pick it up. You're in a bind. There you go. You got it. There you go. There you go. We've already taken one off, so you can get an idea how far that was back behind the wall. I'll lay the other one beside it so we can kind of get an idea. Exactly how far that tie back is behind the wall. Those are roughly 6 to 7. I think you got 1 8-footer in there too. There's the end of it, the driving in.
Roughly.
That's how far we drove it back behind the wall. Gatlin's ready to go get a truck. It's hot.
He is. He knows it's time.
Let's go. Come on, man. Let's go get in the truck.
He knows.
We got the push rod out. We're going to cut the rod off. Got it lubricated real good so it don't bind up on us. Going to put another heavy washer on it, the big 3/4 nut, and tighten it up and pull that anchor open. All right, so we got a big heavy-duty 1/4-inch 3x3 washer on there with a 3/4 nut. And we're going to put a impact gun on there. We tighten it up, and one big old, was that 1 1/8?
Yep, 1 1/8. You want me to do it this way first since it's going to pull it out, or just?
Go ahead and put the impact on there, but if it starts to, watch the rod. If it starts to spin, it all stop because we don't need that rod locking up. Yeah. Okay, and we get a shot of that too. All right, if it spins, stop.
Let me put it on 3.
Don't get your hand, don't get your hand stuck.
Going back to 1.
Hold on. Yeah, stay on 1.
Yeah, we're gonna try to keep this clean because we got to pull it out about 6 to 8 inches for that. For that man ray to open up. All right, so you need to cut it off yet?
Take it slow.
I'll cut it out in just a second.
All right. We got a little bit of that rod cut off. Now we're gonna go back and tighten some more. Take it easy. Listen to Jeremy. Yep, let's save all those pieces, Jeremy, and let's add them up. Make sure we get at least 6.
Yeah, it's
6
about
inches
2
cut.
inches, just 2.5 inches per cut.
Per cut, okay. All right. It is hot, smoking
Yeah,
hot.
it is. Holy crap.
All right.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
That'll be 6 inches there, but we're still moving pretty good. So we must have some soft sand we're compacting down there. Let's get that cut. You can see we're finally starting to put some tension on it because you can see, well, it looked like it was pulling down right there a little bit. We'll see. Keep her going. A little oil. Mucho caliente for our Spanish-speaking friends.
Right?
That's about it, ain't it?
It's getting there, yeah.
All right, keep on going.
Yeah, that's one in there.
Nice, that
That's
opened
it.
up. So nice. So it looks like we got, what, about 8 inches of pull or 7.5 inches of pull out of it?
Yep,
And definitely
83.
nice and tight. All right, so we're gonna do a little decorative plate on top of that. Take a couple 2x6s, like we got 2x6s right here. We're gonna turn them sideways, cut a little angle on it so you can't really tell what we did, and kind of blend in and make it look pretty.
Yes, sir.
You guys can handle it, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you guys for watching my page. If you would, give me a subscribe and a like, and I appreciate it. Share it if you can. Thanks. Hi, Gatlin. You ready for another day of work? You ready? Huh? You ready for another day of work? Good boy. No, you're not gonna hit. It's pretty tough. Gatlin's favorite games: kick the pine cone. Good boy. Good boy. Hey, Chief. Jealous? There's Ranger. He's our yard dog. He keeps everything protected out here. He's 7 years old, and there's Scout right there. He's 5. That's the Chief's brother. Hey, Scout. Good boy. Hey, y'all. Thanks for continuously checking out my videos, and if you're new to checking it out, I appreciate it. If you would, give me a subscribe and give me a thumbs up and share. If you got any comments, leave them right here on the page. I can get back to you a lot easier here than going through the emails. While I'm sitting on the tractor, I try to answer some of the questions. But if you'd like to see more of our projects, you can go to the Facebook page /Dales Marine. We've got 7 crews total that are doing this job. So I'm only videoing what we're doing. Thanks a lot.